hooded man exudes a restrained menace that near matches your own. As he raises his head, the hood falls back, revealing the gleaming bone visage of an undead.
Be not frightened. Perhaps I can even offer some aid.
Is that you? Where is everybody? Who's there?
A young youngster tenderly fingers...
Stop! Stop! Who goes there?
He raises his sword.
State your name! Now! Wolf! I don't know any wolf! Tell me the truth! Who are you? Escaped! Hold still!
He sidles blindly beside the cart, groping his way...
I can't let you go! It's my job, it's why I'm here! This isn't about me. It doesn't matter if I live or die. Don't you understand?
He continues to grope toward you, his sword clenched tightly in his hand.
No! No! Don't try anything! Do you hear? Undead! They overturned the cart, dragged us out. They wanted to rip us apart. We beat them back, but they got Farron. I have a job here. I might be injured, but I'm still a good guard. Now, hold still.
He pulls a pair of shackles out of his bag.
Please, don't make this any harder. They come in the night. I've seen it. Hold still. Please, please. Oh, come here.
frozen ground in the middle of a swamp. What's going on? A winter dragon? What on earth is it doing chained up here?
The dragon rakes the earth with ice blades. Quakes from the impact knock you back. The freed dragon looks sick and pale. As you approach, he stretches his tattered wings weakly and fixes his intense gaze upon you. Frozen tears glint in his eyes.
Can it really be? Is it one like you I must give thanks for unbinding my chains? Ages have passed since I saw your kind last. Red like the red of old. How you fill my heart with pity. Some truths have lain in the grave too long. There, let them rest. Question me no further, for I have no answers to give. Best let me rest as well. Dead, or so it seems. Dead but not entombed. For my soul is bound to joyless obedience. Purged at my source by the wickedest of witches, I stand enthralled to her every whim. She has only to command, and my traitorous body complies. The witch Rebecca! I was in love with her once. For the smallest slight, really a trifle, she wielded a purging wand against me, enslaving me to her will. Now only my voice remains my own.
The dragon sniffs and rakes at the ground with one razor-sharp talon.
A thought cannot mend a soul. A prayer cannot heal what has been ruined. You talk to soothe yourself, not me. You would help me. How ironic. But the task would not be an easy one. Rebecca is a canny one. Cat to your mouse. She consumed all my source with her purging wand. So long as she holds it, she has absolute control over me. If you would have my gratitude, and whatever aid I can then offer to you.
What's this? It looks strange. What's this? It looks strange. What is this place?
I'm fading. Glory is mine.
comes with inner soul.
You see a glimmer of hope flicker across Slane's eyes as he notices your approach. It's quickly doused with a practiced scowl of the oft disappointed.
Have you brought it? Or am I to remain a slave?
Slane rears back in eagerness, grasping the purging wand with razor-sharp claws. Before your eyes, the source from within the wand surges into his draconic form, filling him with a light so bright that you must shield your eyes from the glare. The blazing brightness dies down. Squinting, you now see no dragon before you, but the figure of a handsome lizard. A handsome lizard with the same eyes as Slane. His eyes still blaze, a piercing silver. A triumphant smile dominates his face as he bows extravagantly before you.
Slane. Against all odds, I am at your service. All like me have such eyes. With them, I see spirits. Not a blessing on this haunted island. If everyone thought like you, this vile place will be little more than a sunny island. Perhaps before we're done, we can return it to such a state. Knowing such a steadfast and noble soul offers help to those in need gives me great comfort. I'd like to offer you the same. When you are truly at a loss, when you have no choice but to back down or perish, you will find safety in my shadow. This, I promise. This is an island of many mysteries, of many horrors. I'll learn what I can. Perhaps there is some possible reprieve for the souls who suffer here.
Slane smiles at you and turns to leave. He takes no more than a few steps before he shimmers out of lizard form, blurring in midair back into a majestic dragon that soars away.
I am the rage that reigns, red cousin. I drain you dry.
Reaper for me?
Go forth to my worship. Come, lie upon my altar.
That was quite presumptuous.
I need a shovel.
Nice.
What strange witchery is this?
Look at you! How'd you get that red skin, lobster? Sit too long in the sun? Or do you paint yourself whore red every day because you think it makes you look special? What else makes you special, lizard? Your eensy weensy pecker? Oh, how totally precious! You think you scare me! If you went back to the ancient empire, they'd kill you on the spot or put you in shackles and use you for a rent boy. Isn't that right? Say, why don't we practice? You're embarrassing yourself. Quite the vision, aren't I? You should go before you get hurt.
Didn't I tell you to leave? Wasn't I clear that you're not welcome here? You can't teach...
You come to find, you come to search, but you won't find the way. A pity. Brachus has willed it. Trompe-l'oeil must abide. You have met the unfortunate guardian of this vault. You are kinder to him than fate has been. Do you wish to move forward? Listen closely and make your attempt. Brachus is a bloody, rotten, thieving, very, very awful fellow. Some even call him a cur. A cur is either you're very good at guessing or the slightest bit clever. Let's find out for certain. Listen closely and make your attempt. Source is a scourge, a devil, a misery, a blight, a hex, a curse. And yet, the cure is... Perhaps you're not totally incapable after all. Or maybe Trompe-l'oeil told you the answers. Is that it? Is he hoping you'll... It doesn't matter in any case. The path I know little. But you have proven yourself a knowing traveller. I will answer what I can. Brachus Rex discovered the way. This he researched here, upon this isle. He could remove the source from any creature or individual. I saw the stars he used myself. They were most impressive. Brachus Rex has charged him, tried him, convicted and punished him. I know not the crime, but he has been sentenced to remain in this vault for all time and to prevent others from entering. Trompe-l'oeil was, and is, a creative man. He knew petty magic in his day, but this he has used to carve this place out from a simple vault, myself included.
Open your eyes. Time to die. You won't know what hit you.
As you pick up the ring, you don't...
plenty.
My eternal thanks, young one. Oh, tiny death. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. My death
Farewell to flesh. Farewell to bone. Farewell. Snake! Worm!
You made it all this way. I'm sorry.
He trembles and seems to shudder with a quiet sob.
I'm cursed, you know. Bloody Brachus bound me here to protect his vault. He has my soul in that jar just there, and I can't leave without it. As long as the jar stays unbroken, I can never truly die. Really?
He drops to his knees before you and grabs onto your feet with both hands.
Thank you.
Nice.
Up on the ledge before you, a lone lizard woman overlooks the marshes. Her stare is as sharp as the bolt eyeing you from atop her crossbow.
Stand back and keep your hands off your weapons. Convince me you're no Magister, or draw one last deep breath.
You detect a sliver of a smile as she relaxes her martial pose.
You're right. I suppose you don't look like a Magister. Besides, those dogs wouldn't have dared to call me out like that. I apologize for the steel-tipped welcome, but lives are at stake. Hold up.
With one graceful...
Come. The proud man has returned, but yours is the pride, is it not? All in this sanctuary, you are too modest. You did well. These seekers were blind without their leader, but you returned. All kings, like their castles, must crumble. You are right. But today we live, and today we will not topple. It is my firm belief you will see to that. And you have found her.
Her eyes grow misty, and for a moment it looks like she's about to hug you, but thinks better of it.
Oh, sweet prince, if I think of the perils you have faced, of the indignities you've had to suffer, but know that I, like you, will do all in my power to find your way home once more, unto the very throne. Of course, your majesty, absolutely. We both know why you've come. We've a dark dream with dreams.
Her skin is dark. There, you run. You run with all a lazy red.
Thank you, Bahara. Truly is she a daughter of dreams.
With a polite gesture, the dreamer bids you make yourself comfortable. Wine and delicacies await.
Red Prince, your majesty, I am Bramos the Wanderer, leader of the House of Dreams and, unbeknownst to you, your greatest champion. Countless times since your birth have I, and so many dreamers with me, foiled the attempts of your enemies to assassinate your royal person, until we failed. The last demon you summoned, for power's sake, and for lust's sake, she was indebted to those who seek your demise. Of this we had no knowledge. But for the might of your own magic, the House of Shadows would have finally had its way. But for your own awing strength, the day would have ended with your death instead of your downfall. This very moment, your majesty, this very meeting is designed entirely to make up for my failure. All we know is that the House of Shadows seeks to kill you. Their motives are as obscure as their very existence, but I surmise it has something to do with another obscure existence. Hers.
He looks aside, and where his eyes lead, a second figure appears. It is she, the secret of your soul, the unknown woman, as red-skinned as yourself. She who's been in your dreams since the sunburst that was your own dawn.
She is change, just as much as you are. She is the true crown, the true throne, the true empire, vast as the stars' domain. Find me, and I will guide you to her. To Reaper's Coast I'll go, and hide in the mist beneath the hamlet of Driftwood. Come meet me, Kindler, Shaper, Father, and wake, awake.
Be welcome to the sanctuary.
The young man fidgets with his armor and half-sword excitedly. He sees you approach.
Glad you're with us, Leia.
Thank you, Gareth. Can't wait to go home.
I told you, lass, we had home in no time.
Gareth's back. He's going to take us home.
This peaceful here, I'll not be sorry to see the back of these swans.
Was it you who saved Sir Gareth from the Magisters? 7 praise you, stranger. You don't know what it was like for us here. We all thought we were going to die. Now with Sir Gareth back to lead us, and if I know him, he must have found those source weapons, we might actually have a chance at surviving this.
Gareth is back. Gareth is safe.
She throws her arms around you in a tight embrace.
Thank you, thank you. You're so good, so kind, so brave.
She smiles and hugs you again.
What a beautiful day.
My thanks, friend.
Yes, of course, of course.
She extends her arms, reaching towards you with a look of total concentration on her eye. You feel the collar start to twist, a living, writhing thing fighting for survival. With a scream of tortured metal, the collars snap, falling broken from your necks.
No more choking. No more silence. You'll never be a slave to them again. Divine blessings upon you.
Before you stands a figure wrapped in cloth.
Armadia's blessings, child. So you have my thanks for giving them hope. But I fear for their future. Armadia has not gifted me the grace to heal. Very well. If you insist. I told the Seeker that the soul-forged weapons of Brachus Rex remain hidden in a vault. Gareth failed to reach the armory in time. If you can steal away these weapons, your friends may well stand a chance. But beware, such items are of limited power. What? You have uncovered Brachus's hoard. Tell me, did you find anything else? They are relics of great power. Please, you must give them to me.
She reaches greedily for the jar. You see a green glowing light emerge from the jar, enveloping Gratiana.
By Armadia, I feel wet. Oh, Goddess, I can feel your tears upon my face. I suppose, but more than his lover. I was his partner. I discovered as his strength, but power changes a man, as he changes his nation. Brachus screwed. Armadia, forgive me. I gave him more and more, trying. The lands outside were once green and beautiful, until I came, until I turned them over to him. Now all's poison, and the dead are restless. Armadia is merciful in her love. I found this shrine while hunting a band of wizards. I found the goddess weeping for her children, and I wept too.
She pauses for a moment. If she had eyes, you're sure she'd be wiping them.
Through Armadia I saw my sins, and I could bear it no longer. He brought me back from the Hall of Echoes. Locked. I spent far too little time there. It was a strange place, but there perhaps someday. For now, the world lies at my feet.
She drops the now empty soul jar to the ground, smashing it to pieces with her foot.
You have my thanks, brother. Thank you for your wisdom and for your bravery.
Your life.
My thanks, friend.
Your type, my newest and oldest friend. Thank you.
Thank the goddess Armadia, not I.
Welcome, my friend. Enjoy the quiet while it lasts.
Did you see? Gareth's back.
Blessed Armadia,
He's here to take
grant
us home.
these soldiers your protection. I pray you will strengthen their spirits and set their blades aflame. I pray you will bless their armor, so no curse may pass it. I pray you see them safe. I pray this in your name.
Take us home.
Blessed Armadia, grant these soldiers your protection. I pray you will strengthen their spells and set their blades aflame. I pray you will bless their armor, so no curse may pass it. I pray you see them safe. I pray this in your name.
Divine blessings
It's good to see Gareth safe and sound.
Did you see? Gareth's back. He's here to take us home.
I know you seek answers. I'll tell you what I can. There is no shame. Here, we stand. The Lady Vengeance is still anchored there, too. Godwoken.
Gareth pauses.
My friend, the Voidwoken feast on us. There is no longer only a Godwoken, blessed with the blood of heroes. There were others, but they fell like crab apples from their branches. Very well, but
Ifan looks anxious, an unfamiliar look on the lone wolf. Stepping closer, he whispers urgently in your ear.
I know who's hunting Godwoken. It's the lone wolves.
He smiles at you, but his expression is grave.
We're both Godwoken. We're on the same side. I intend to find out. I bet we can track down my old pack and ask some questions. Last I heard, they were camped out near Driftwood. In the meantime, let's keep a lower profile.
Grant these soldiers your protection.
You come at last. I'd no doubt you'd find. I know you seek answers. We'd just landed on shore. She had horrors at her. The Lady Vengeance is still anchored. Well, I went to that. We've got to find a way to silence those shriekers. If we do that, the Lady Vengeance. You do? But that's incredible. I had no doubt. You bring me hope, sorcerer. I'll gather the other seekers and travel to shore. Meet us there as soon as you can.
Gareth's voice echoes throughout the enclave with such command it could rouse a fawn to action.
We move, seekers. Now is the time to resist. The Lady Vengeance will be ours!
The deity's head and hand as you take in its
That shrine.
Amid the soundless air of this alien world,
The air out here's a damn sight better than in Fort Joy, eh? Me too. A god I don't believe in told me things about myself I don't believe. Yeah. Harder to maintain skepticism then, all right. Whatever we believe, we still need to live in the here and now.
Ifan nods and surveys the... In the flickering torchlight,
No!
Knowing the reputation of Brachus Rex, we should tread gingerly. What is this contraption?
before you stands an ancient. You feel the sword. Your power. The shrine starts.
Lucky find. Puddle, it glows. What could this mean?
Yes.
The menacing skeletal guardian looks at you wearily, then yawns.
So you dare defy the will of Brachus Rex, prepare to die, and so on and so forth. Let's get this over with. Why wouldn't I be? Every so often, some interloper goes and undoes one of Brachus Rex's curses, and I must murder the poor sod. I hope this brings the discussion to an end. I don't like being roused from slumber, only to be greeted by such banality. It's dark and dirty, though still a paradise of a sort. I cannot say what nightmares or delights await the fully dead. In a few moments, I dare say you will discover that information firsthand.
She moans impatiently.
Yes, I know he's dead. I am still obligated to perform his wishes. He may not live, but the threat of his curse hangs. It is as you say. In any case, no curse could possibly be worse than this droning drivel. Be on your...
The guardian chokes on her words, as if strangled by...
Thank you.
The ring just got tighter. A lot tighter.
The stone gargoyle trains glistening agate eyes upon you.
You are not Brachus Rex. Welcome home, Master.
Bloody ring. It's loose. Get off.
Your inmates have long awaited your return, Your Highness. Welcome back.
The heavy gauntlets are cold to the touch. Flickers of memory fill your mind. The memory vanishes.
I see you. Why do you fight against an honest gift? You must find that place of longing in the home of a young scholar.
As the heat around you fades, you approach the still body and see its nostrils flaring. Long dead eyes rise to meet yours. As you lean in close, it lurches forward. Its arms thrash against the cage bars as it tries to reach you. Among the long crumbled remains of the...
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
You approach a decrepit well. The well is now filled to the brim with fresh, cool water, but what it has brought to the... You see the tangled remains of 3 corpses.
We thank you for the water. A horror. Yes, we are the brothers of Baladun. 3 brothers, 3 nevermore, nevermore. Not since we displeased man Brachus Rex. The truth, and so he entangled our bodies and cursed. We thank you for the water. We bless you for the water. The fair, the tall, spare us all. God sweet, we thank you again. We bless you again, past keeper, keep us.
Laden with the burden of the coin you gave them.
Nice.
something seemed to move into place. Rubbish.
The air around the glowing relic thrums with power as the source barrier, the hum of the relic.
The feeling is mutual. I can't tell you how grateful I am for your kindness. Now I'm just trying to get used to life as a pig. It's not so easy. I never did enjoy truffles. Well, I can trace it all back to Brachus Rex, of course. Many of us opposed his reign. A few of us wizards took the chance, though. We figured if we spread the word of his deeds, we might encourage enough people to come together, find a way to take him down. But we underestimated the cowardice of our comrades. The results were horrifying. A double. I'm afraid I've never pursued knowledge so dark. Brachus Rex's source talents were great, but some of his skills and devices were unfathomable. How he came by them, I'm not sure. I have prayed to Armadia, but she offers no answers. Really? I'll head that way now.
Such barbarism.
The Seeker gazes upward, right at the sun. She mumbles rapidly to herself.
Oh, Lucina, divine smile upon yourself. May the...
The Seeker ignores you. You thought you'd already seen the full depths of Magister cruelty.
There's nothing to be done. Let's keep moving.
Looks like these people ran into a Magister and I've spotted something.
You cannot stand.
You found us a place. The Magister's aren't as thorough as a
The
prison.
young woman twists her hands together to warm them at the campfire, fingernails bitten to the quick. Noticing your attention, she looks up at you like a startled deer.
sorry I've no welcome drink or anything, but the misery here...
She gestures half-heartedly at the suffering of her lip wobbles.
I'm sorry. I just don't belong. My sisters and I make trinkets. I tagged along with the Seekers for safe passage to sell them, but now most of my wares were lost in the attack. But I did manage to salvage some of our sorcerer sundries. Maybe you'd be interested in taking a look? Goodbye, then. You cannot stand against the Shriekers, not without stronger weapons than these.
Kerban stares at the body of his dead comrade, tightly gripping his weapon in a cold fury.
You would attack the Magisters directly. Are you so eager to die, Seeker? You cannot stand against the Shriekers, not without stronger weapons than these.
2 Magisters will die forever. We'll find another way.
You would attack the Magisters directly. Are you so eager to die, Seeker? You cannot stand against the Shriekers, not without stronger weapons than these.
We'll find them. We'll find another way.
I've prayed to Amadia real hard, but I'm not sure it's done much good. Still, a wizard trapped in a... Oh, what a grand idea! I'll try that.
Amidst the black rivulets, you feel peace as you avoid the voice. A feeling of
my child.
You feel the intensity of
my child.
As suddenly the pot now shut.
You have heard my prayers.
Well, hello. May you walk with Amadia.
I'm a wizard, and I was a long time ago too. In between, I was a pig, and I was on fire for most of that time. It's a long story, but I now...